Hello and welcome to day 71 in creating this PHP web framework series. I know it's been a long time since, day 70, but I'm very sorry about that. Let's just dive right into it. Last time we were working on the the single page functionality. We was trying to do it ourselves. I believe we got the code from, or a bit of code from here, and we was messing around with that. I found a couple of other frameworks that potentially we could switch to, potentially maybe, but we'll see what we get, because I remember last time we was getting some good results in the console. I believe we were in the console. What page was it actually on? So okay, it's when we click an anchor, that's what we was doing. The register should get the register pages, got the G capture, and if I click login, that should get the login page. I've got the password section, and it's got a couple of links. Yeah, that is the correct pages. And so it's got all of this. So okay, page was loaded. Yeah, okay, and we get all of this. Actually, no, if I get rid of that. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, so that was to actually replace the functionality. So that would get the login page. This would let's say get the forgot password page, but ultimately then it does get ruined based on other buttons that we actually wanted to do something, a button that isn't related to getting something for a page. So I guess there's a few ways we could go about that. One way, so if we go to so these would just load new content. They wouldn't do anything like the login button would. So these would just load in a new page. So if we want to try and log in, if I go to the home, this is the login page. So where we have login right here, if we were to add a new attribute, so data dash I'm just gonna call it temp for now. And so type in hello, and if I go to the index.js, so it's data-temp hello. So in here, what we're gonna do is if dollar this, that don't look right, like dollar this dot get dot data if the one called temp is equal to the string hello with a capital H, lowercase h. If it's not equal to it, then we're going to do whatever we have here. Otherwise, we're going to do the regular functionality. Let's see how this works. So if I click login, I'm done here. So login gets it, very good. If I click login, that did not log in, and it didn't log in because we're not on the right page. And the reason it's not logging in, Thing is, we're still on the home page, so the login button, if we go to login, the login button literally just submits this and takes us back to this. What happens if I want to do this? Let me try that. Nope. Let me try something else. Let me try login.php. So login. So login, click login. And obviously we can load up different pages. And this is an idea because of, this is an idea that we have to put the action in, but we could potentially get around. It's not too bad. Again, this is just for single page, as if you want to go down that route. Okay, what we could do, so if we're on the home page, we click login, it's saying password is incorrect. Is it incorrect? Localhost 123, no, PHP my admin. Let me users password is usually just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I believe. Yeah, okay, must have been an incorrect password then. Okay, that's fine. If I were to click log out, the log out functionality did do something. So if I click login, still logged in. If I click, yeah, we're still logged in. If I go update details, we get put to this page. But ultimately, if I put from H, for example, this does not get updated because we don't, with the action issue, the action. So okay, so ultimately this wouldn't work either. But this has seemed to have fixed it. Let me think. Let me have a look within. No, we won't be in control. I'm just thinking, can we just have, because we might rename one of these pages and we don't have to, it's not much of an issue, but the less hassle it is for the user, the developer, whether that's me or somebody else, the better. If we could have some sort of PHP function that automatically got was thinking, if we're in the index file, if we detect a form that's been submitted, which we can do, can we inject the action within there, then submit the form? Think about that, because the action again needs to be the page name. See, that's not correct. It's not the page name that it has to be. It has to be, if we go controller home, it has to be the function. So if this was login F, and if I were to just go here, log out, the log out button still seems to work. I'll have a look in that. So if I click login, it doesn't go to it because there is nothing called. Yeah, inject that course. Give me a second. Okay. Whereas if I were to save it, or basically I reversed it, if I click login, it takes me back. Yeah, that's fine. So it's this function. Okay, I think there'll be hopefully something in the app that we can already use. Okay, we've got controller, we've got app, view. It's this that we really need. Now again, it's not this, is the function we need. Based on the function, so the view will be called here somewhere. So the method, that's this. So if we could call this somewhere. I need to check time as well because I'm definitely going to get back into swing of things, but don't have long to do this. We have console login stuff out which we could, not do. So if I were to go back to index.js, we'll have a console log here somewhere. If I were to just refresh that, we still show the stuff. It's actually a really cool concept, that is. We could load stuff like that. Okay, got some more tea, just 1 second. This is temporary, so I'll be removing these statements most likely. Actually, what I'm not too sure about is why. Is actually why. Again, it's on the same page. It has nothing to do with this stuff. I was thinking, why is this being called? But it's not being called. It's just not on the right page to validate the post data that we've done. Hence why it's not validated, and hence why we need the action. Okay. See if we have something already in one of our classes that could potentially help. Won't be any of these. Config maybe. Definitely not a config. Cookie, DB, forum, miscellaneous. Nope, that's just a string. Copyright stuff. Path, perhaps. Path. Pretty sure I use this in the index page. Path 2. So let me see what that returns. I believe the index was. It was in. No, this was the actual. I want to go to the home page. So this, inspect, get rid of that. It's taking up space. Okay, so path 2. That returns PHP public home. So it returns that. And the / in front of it. Might be able to just get Ah, that's another thing as well. Maybe I could actually just use this method. So if I go to login and I put that there. If I just put login for now, click login, that works. If I were to click that, put that in, log out. If I were to just click login and click login, it won't. There isn't a page called that. And the beauty of using it this way is we can actually go to a different part. So if we wanted to go to one of the other pages, so if we, let's say, went to extras, I know we can access that anyway. So extras FAQ, we can click login. It's not extra, that was my bad, it's just extra. Obviously you shouldn't have logged us in. Login, this takes us to the FAQ page again, which is good. Okay, so login. See, now ideally if we could have a method, to is great. So if we wanted to transfer it to a different page as part of the post, probably not, but if we did, but could we just get the page that we're on right now? So this gets the website root path, location. That's really what we want to be able to get. That's what's passed in. PHP get folder path from URL. So maybe this. I'll just put it in directly for now, just to confirm it. So put that in, see what we get. So click login. Now we want to access the form. Public index. Now this is actually showing us the index.php file, which is not what we want. That's actually because we are doing extra stuff to be able to get the content of the page. This needs to be of the URL, not the actual page itself. PHP itself is what I use, that's not what I want, I guess. Let me try this one. Paste, and let's take a look. login, form. That looks like it. Login, boom. That I will just wrap in to a method. It's just easier to remember, easier to just sort of use, even though that's less code. And within path. So if I have a public static function, and this is called path to self, returns if get the path that the current page is on. What's the time? Yeah, I'm gonna have to end it soon. Let me just confirm that this is actually working. This should break it. It does so. Sonar path to self. No. So path to self. Okay, so if I were to run, click login now, click login, I'm able to get there. Okay, so that path to self, I can use that anywhere now, and you'll get the, well, its own path, which is good. Obviously, not all websites you'll want to be single page apps. A lot of time you'll want the actual mobile version to be that. So we'll have something to actually disable this. Yeah, we'll have something to actually disable this, so it can only be enabled. But for now, we'll leave it as it is. See, that will still make it work. Login. Okay. Okay, and yeah, one thing I'm going to do before I head off is open up GitHub. I need to go to the wiki. Need to go to the class for path. Add a new section. So copy that, and this is called path to self. This method returns the path of the current view. Path to self. Don't need anything like that. Don't need that. And finally, I just need to sort this out. Path to self. And this is path to self. Okay, so we're in a good position. I will end the video here. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to check out the code, all the links to that will be in the description. If you want to contribute, that will be really helpful as well. And as usual, I will see you in day 72.